Welcome back to Off Guard. I'm your host, Austin Rivers, along with my co-host, Pausha Haghighi. We are back. I would rather have Cooper go somewhere where they throw the ball out to him. Go.
But at the same time, I don't think you want him on the Wizards or the Hornets.
No. There's a fine line between roll the ball out and that shit. There's one team he can't go to. He can't end up in DC. He can't let it. They can't
Bob
let
Carrington, Alexander Sarr, Cooper Flagg, Jordan Poole.
Can't happen. He can't go to DC. I would be so mad if he went to DC, man. God. People are like, oh, if he goes to Charlotte. I don't mind Charlotte as much.
Yeah.
I think first off, being close to Duke, I think that'd be kind of, I can't speak for him. But.
Well, with Brandon Miller and Cooper together.
Brandon, Cooper, and LaMelo. I don't know what else you need at that point.
Well, I got to see what LaMelo you're going to get. I don't know. I think he's shooting like a shot a minute. I think he's just some NBA record I saw like in the middle of the season. So I don't know when you have Cooper on your team and a guy like Brandon Miller.
I would imagine LaMelo would adjust.
Hopefully.
He's a smart.
But when you have a guy like Brandon Miller and Cooper and you compare that to like Tatum Brown, Paolo Franz, like you got two guys on the wing.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what else in terms
enormous,
of a youth startup is better than LaMelo, Brandon Miller, and Cooper.
Yeah.
At that point, come on, guys. Let's make some shit happen over there in Charlotte. Like that's as good as you're ever going to get. That's not bad. So people are like, oh, he can't go to DC or Charlotte. Charlotte is not in that conversation.
Can I have a sidebar with you
because of Brandon Miller and because of LaMelo? Two players are certified.
I have to bring this up because it's been a couple of pods I wanted to talk about this, and they just keep hooping, and they're pretty good. The Bulls traded Zach LaVine, and I thought, okay, this is going to be like the worst thing I've ever seen. And Kobe White and Josh Giddey and Buzelis.
So what you're saying?
No. What I'm saying is I don't look at the Bulls now as a team with no future. Like,
no. They definitely have some talent.
Kobe White's he was good the end of last year. He's just gotten player of the week in the Eastern Conference a couple times now.
No, he's
I don't know if he even got player of the month.
Kobe can really play.
Yeah. I think they're going to have to pay Giddey. I think Giddey's played really well. It's like all-around talent.
That's my problem with that is I do think Giddey should be paid. Just let's be careful how much we pay him.
Sure.
He's a guy that don't overpay Giddey.
Yeah,
because nobody's going to pay him a lot.
Yeah.
Except you guys.
And in every other game, Buzelis does something that he's like a 6'10". He looks like Cooper out there. Sometimes I'm like, he's like just it's pretty insane.
Yeah, he's
only 19 or 20.
He's talented as well.
Yeah.
I like the Bulls. Listen, there are a variety of teams Cooper is going to go to. Any team Cooper goes to, let's just be clear, he's going to make them better. I just think DC's too far away, and I don't think they have any solid pieces around, but with the exception of Sarr, who's not bad, a couple other guys, but I don't really like the makeup there for him to be there. If I could choose, I would choose San Antonio first.
Jalen Green, man, we don't talk about him enough. It's sad because anyone else at this age, with these numbers on the 2 seed in the West and the way he's getting it, he's acrobatic.
Yeah, Jalen Green continues to flow under the radar.
It's
which is surprising because he was like a popular kid out of high school. He had the whole he has a big following.
So you got the looks, you got the highlights.
He's got all of it, and
the stats.
He's got the style, the whole thing, and he's got
winning.
The looks. He's one of the more popular ones in recent memory in terms of coming out of high school. He's got a huge following on Instagram and social media. Like he's a beloved player. For whatever reason, no one is talking about his season this year.
It's because they have a guy in the same position as him that everyone's so excited about. The Thompson twin.
Everybody's is and rightfully so. Amen looks like he's going to be a star in our league for the next 10, 12 years, maybe more. But Jalen Green is having a fantastic year, and he's picked up right where he left off from All-Star break and on last year. Remember he finished the year strong last year, and everybody's like, whoa. Well, they made excuses for him. They're playing at the end of the year. They weren't going to the playoffs. They made a run. But by the way, he was playing that type of basketball and it was leading to winning. That's when it picked up our ears. Because our whole thing before was, can he play well in Houston and win at the same time? Because we didn't know if his game was synonymous with winning. It is. And now not only has he figured out his spots on the floor, he has been numbers-wise efficient, way more than he ever has been. And he's having a really good year this year. Jalen Green is a certified bucket and he's supreme talent. Talking about, what's the name? Amin. Jalen Green does the same type of goofy shit too in the air. Freak athlete. So they might not have the star power, Steph Curry or Jimmy Butler, but they win by community. They have 7-8 guys that play hard, that produce, that play well. Like you said, they got guys coming off the bench, giving double-doubles. That's what they hang their hat on. A tough coach who really challenges these guys to play hard-nosed and be physical. They have a good mix of vets, Dylan Brooks, Fred VanVleet, that are out there in the mix. They're good. In a playoff series, it's so different. It's so different. And the game is going to slow down and it's going to be execution based. And they're going to be going against like a Warriors or something like that. It's going to be real hard. I'm just telling you. So I know these guys have regular season success. I'm so excited for Houston, not only this year, but the coming 3-4 years, because they got a long window. They got an open window. The Warriors, who have this window closing, it's going to be tough to beat these closing window teams because they've given everything they got. They match up with the Lakers and healthy Luka and LeBron are out there, and they're like picking these. Man, it's going to be different, man. You know, Minnesota was running through everybody. They ran into Luka and Kyrie and just like, they're just going to pick y'all apart in the pick and roll. It can beat them. So I'm just saying, like, OKC and some of these teams are going to, like, they're going to have to.
The two things I keep hearing about OKC and Houston, the two top seeds, and when I ask people that played against them, they say they're just so good on defense. Our boy Vucevic said, playing the Rockets, they just have athletic, long
Every
wings.
guy on that team can slide
they
their
really
feet.
hide Şengün on defense.
Torrey Eason can slide his feet and is long. Jabari Smith can slide his feet and is long. Amen is a freak athlete, can slide his feet as long. Jalen Green, an improved defender, who's someone who we kind of knocked before. Freak athlete, defends much better. We know what Dylan Brooks is. He hangs his hat on defense. But I'm just going down the list. Every single guy defends. So they are an elite defensive team. That is a point too.
Yeah.